I feel like I'm failing my family, and it's tearing me apart. Every missed dinner feels like a punch to the gut, and I'm terrified my kids will remember me as the dad who was always at work. These thoughts crush me every time I see it's past dinner, and I'm still at my desk. I thought running my own business would give me the freedom I wanted, but it feels like a trap right now. I find myself longing for those family times that transform a house into a true home, along with the cherished bedtime stories and the adventures we shared on weekends. It was another weekday night. The sun dipped below the horizon early, casting elongated shadows throughout the office. As I navigated through a mountain of paperwork, the only sounds surrounding me were the gentle sound of the computer and the soft buzz of the heater. That evening, my daughter was set to perform in her school play, and I had made a promise to her that I would be there to support her. As I tried to finish the work at hand, the phone rang. A client reached out, expressing an urgent need. As I glanced at my watch, a wave of disappointment washed over me. I understood that I simply couldn't go. By the time I finally locked up, the play had already finished. The engine of my car murmured gently, blending with the stillness of the quiet streets as I made my way home. As I entered the house, I found my daughter peacefully asleep on the couch, her costume still on, a wilted flower gently held in her hand. I could see the disappointment in her eyes when I finally got home. It broke me. My wife gazed at me, her expression a complex blend of disappointment, anger, and a deep understanding. I found myself perched on the edge of the bed in a dim, silent room, grappling with the heavy feeling that I was the worst father imaginable. The guilt was a knot in my chest. I felt like the worst dad in the world, and the guilt was suffocating. Once more, I had disappointed her, and it seemed as though everything was unraveling around me. I lay there, replaying the missed play and the client meeting, wondering if I'm failing everyone. I knew I had to put a stop to this spiral. A few weeks later, another significant work deadline approached, and it seemed that it would once again encroach upon a family night. This time, I decided to approach things from a new perspective. I paused for a moment, inhaled deeply, and rose from my desk. I made a conscious decision to turn off my phone and just be there with my family. As my wife busied herself preparing dinner in the kitchen, I felt drawn to join her. "I feel a strong need to be here tonight," I said. She gazed at me, a mix of surprise and joy illuminating her expression. I switched off my phone, arranged the table, and we gathered together to share a meal. As my daughter shared the details of her day, and my son chuckled at a joke, I was fully there, and it felt like a weight lifted. The food had a richer flavor, the laughter resonated with a deeper warmth, and the room was enveloped in a gentle, comforting glow. After dinner, we gathered around to play a board game. Later, as I tucked my kids into bed, my daughter looked up at me and said, "Thanks for being here, Dad." When my daughter thanked me for being there, I felt a weight lift off my shoulders. That night, I found myself in a deep sleep, and the weight of guilt transformed into a soothing sense of peace. It wasn't merely about relinquishing work, it was about the conscious decision to be present. In making that choice, I discovered a path that honored both my family and my business. This time, I didn't let work win. I chose my family and still kept the business running. That moment transformed my perspective. For what felt like an eternity, I found myself ensnared in a cycle of guilt, caught between two worlds that held deep significance for me. What made it so challenging? I felt an overwhelming amount of pressure weighing down on me. Societal expectations led me to believe that family should always take precedence, and I felt a deep fear of disappointing them if the business did not succeed. It seemed as though I needed to fulfill every expectation placed upon me, and the weight of it all was driving me to the brink of madness. I realized I was trying to be perfect at everything, but perfection isn't what my family needs. They just need me. I came to understand that being present is what matters most. It's not the quantity of time that matters, but the quality of the moments we experience. My family and my business both require my full presence, even if it's not constant. I was so busy working, building my business, but I forgot the purpose I started this business in the first place. This realization resonated deeply. Simply being present is a true gift. Being with my family allows me to immerse myself in the moment, free from the burdens of work. Knowing that I have set aside time for my loved ones allows me to concentrate on my work with a sense of peace. It's about finding a balance where both can coexist, allowing each to flourish without hindering the other. I started this business to enhance my family's life, ensuring that I remain present for them. I started this business to provide for my family, not to lose them in the process. Rituals restore the sense of closeness that holds deep significance for me. When guilt begins to creep in, I take a pause. I pause for a moment, inhaling deeply, and become aware of the solid ground beneath my feet. I remind myself that while I cannot be in multiple places at the same time, I can truly immerse myself in the present moment. When guilt hits, I pause, breathe, and ask, what can I do right now to be present? I approach family time with the same intention and seriousness as I do with meetings. It's a commitment that I hold dear and priorities without question. I set my phone aside in another room when I'm with them, allowing the world to pause for a moment. It may seem simple, yet it proves to be effective. This change has truly made a significant difference in my life. My family holds a significant place in my heart, and I find that my work has become more centered and purposeful. I may not be perfect, but my presence is what truly counts.